Peace, peace. Shalom. Back at it again, man. Another lesson. Out here on these highways, byways. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into these scriptures, man. All right. All right. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, honor, thanksgiving to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. All right. Let's start here in. Let's go to Psalm 82, man. Psalm 82. For you respect the persons, those that want to receive gifts, to pervert judgment, man. Psalm 82, man. Psalm 82, verse 2. Says, how long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Right. How long will you going to accept the persons of the wicked? Teaching for hire. Right? Receiving reward to pervert the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Taking money, taking tithe money, that's another thing, doctrine of tithes. Tithes go back to the Levites, man. They received 10% of the agriculture that was produced by the other tribes of Israel. You see, they'll turn that into saying you got to give 10% of your income, right? You see what I'm saying? That's just one example how they pervert judgment for reward, man. Right? That's one example. Psalm 82. Verse 2. How long will ye judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? See what you're doing, you accepting the persons of the wicked over teaching righteous judgment, huh? You know what I'm saying? Teaching righteously is something that's not on the top priority of your list. Instead, you'd rather receive gifts to pervert the scriptures. This is what they do a lot in these churches. All right? And our people love to hear that, man. They love to hear lies. They love to hear the things that scratch their itching ears, man. That's what they do, man. They love to hear that. So you know, with these false preachers and teachers, that what they'll do is they'll go ahead and give it to them. They'll tell them what they want to hear. Pervert judgment so that they can get more members into the church. Right? And then you know what that means. More members means more money. Right? Because listen, man, ain't nobody want to hear about the Messiah returning with a vesture dipped in blood. Right? They want to hear that smooth talk, man. So they hear the smooth talk. That make them feel good. You give them a feel good message, and you'll just have you can have you a big church, man. You could have you a big mega church like Joel Osteen. All of them. TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, all of them. Right? All the ones you see on your televangelists, okay, channels on your cable or whatever, online. Anybody. You can get you a mega church. All you got to do is open you up a 501c3, tax exempt status, man. You know, tell them what they want to hear, man. You could bring in money, ain't no problem, man. Even some of these Israelite camps, right? They judging for reward, right? That's what they doing. Let's go to Micah. They judging for reward, man. Micah chapter 3, verse 11. The heads thereof judge for reward. The heads meaning the leaders, man. Leaders of these churches, leaders of these camps, these congregations, man. right? The heads, they'll judge for reward, and the priests, they'll teach for hire. Teaching for monetary gain, man. You gotta watch when somebody's teaching you something that brings in masses and masses of people. You gotta watch for that, man. Like, listen, man. The new church is YouTube, man. Real talk. The real church is YouTube, hands down, man. You gotta watch these cats talking. They got all these subscribers. They got all of these views. And listen, man, don't envy the wicked, because they judge for reward, man. They teach for hire. Okay? You gotta watch these cats. They got all the subscription and views, right? And you guess what? It's usually, if you ever watch any of their videos, go to their channel, watch their videos, they usually perverting judgment, man. And you know they receiving a gift. They perverting judgment, man. That's why they channel so big. Or they church. Right? Either the church or the channel is big. They don't get censored or anything, man. Soon as they video hit the digital internet, the digital highways and byways, that thing getting pushed hard. Right? I'm telling you, man. It's a grand conspiracy. It's a conspiracy to censor the real truth and promote the lies or truths that are mixed with lies, man. They got a perverse spirit, man. They got a spirit of error. This is what leaders do, man. They do this to get in money, to fleece the flock, right? To gather the masses of people that are ignorant, don't have a discerning spirit to recognize and realize what the truth is, man. That's why I say in the last days, they shall deceive the very elect. Right? Let me get that, man. Matthew 24. This is Matthew 24, verse 24. Start at 23. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Messiah, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders. See this, man? Insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, man. This is the purpose, man. When you got a momentum of zombies behind you, it has the look and the persuasion that surely what you're saying must be true. Right? Because if the majority are believing it or accepting it, then it gotta be true. You know what they say, man. Okay? They say majority rules, man. The majority rules. So if the majority are believing one thing, and guess what? It must be true. But that ain't what the real truth is. The real truth is straight and narrow, man. The real truth is straight and narrow. Okay, let's get that. Matthew 7, huh? Verse 13. Matthew 7:13, and enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Right, man. So if these teachers is teaching for reward and for hire, and they bringing in the masses of people, that's the broad way to destruction, man. That's the broad way to destruction. Okay?